All right, guys. Sprint 2, SX1. I'm pumped about it.
6 minutes.
First sprint was nice. Let's go.
The second SX1 sprint.
Oh, now Kenny got crushed out by Marvin that time. Kenny got the inside real clean, though. Tomac in the lead. Marvin is there. Got Rocks on the outside. This might be a good one.
Right there behind him. He was blisteringly fast yesterday in the whoop section in the final race, and he closed down a 4-second gap to 0.9
look at him.
as they hit the line.
I'm telling you, bro.
Minute plus a lap yesterday, and he's
Tomac
right on the rear wheel of the
and Roxon, they stick together. That's going to be a good race.
The second race is up front for the first time this afternoon.
Be interesting to see if Ken Roxon can reel him back in and make that pass again. I would argue that last night Ken Roxon was maybe slightly better than Eli Tomac. Well, they're tied now with 2 to go. 2 mains to go, so we'll see what happens now. The real stuff's going to go on now. Look at that speed by Ken Roxon.
Yeah,
look at that.
He's been taken to the outside there. These two absolutely bar to bar as they head into, and he was off balance there. The 2 right on. He just
Kenny is on one.
Fantastic move back from Kenny Roxon.
Yeah, whoever said Kenny was done, he ain't done.
Outsmarted him at the end of the start straight there, and the 2 almost came together. Roxon off balance into the next corner, somehow managed to get it back on 2 wheels, and you know, went for the jugular. And Kenny, as he stays like this, will take over the King of Paris.
These sprint races are perfect for Kenny though, because he can push a lot harder than normal.
They're out of shape to making a pass for the lead. That's only what the elite guys can do, and that was pretty cool to watch. Cooper Webb 3rd,
that was good.
Marvin Musquin 4th, Justin Brayton 5th. And we'll see those guys go at it for the rest of this race. Shorter race, like Paul mentioned, so we're not going to see a lot of separation between these guys. Brayton's certainly pretty fast in the whoops. He's moving up on Marvin.
So Eli Tomac, can he recover? He wasn't able to salvage anything. It was a similar pass at the end of the start straight.
And Kenny's just pulling, man. You better watch out, because I believe it's Marv or Webb is coming up on Tomac.
That was in the second race, I believe. But all of a sudden, Cooper Webb, maybe with some suspension settings, maybe the drier dirt is just helping him out a little bit here as well.
Yep. Yeah,
going after Tomac, and he was all over the back of Tomac in the latter stage of race 1. So he's obviously picked his pace up to match Tomac's today.
Absolutely sprinting away from him. Look at that whoop speed. That's great. That's fantastic to watch these guys do that. Cooper Webb gets a little buck wild in there, hits the front, drops the front end a little bit. That's gonna, you know, scare you a little bit. There's no doubt.
And you have no choice but to keep it pinned at that moment as well, because if you do shut off, forks drop, game over.
Absolutely. So, yeah, we'll see if Marvin Musquin here, who was impressive 3rd place there in the last one,
boy.
Or 2nd place, sorry, can get into the mix again a little bit. Justin Brayton looks like he's gaining a little bit in the whoops, which is not surprising right now. But Marvin and Cooper are better today.
8 points, Kenny Roxon. 9 points, Eli Tomac. 12 points further back, Cooper Webb. Or 12 off the lead. He's on 20.
Webb keeps going that line.
And Brayton, isn't he?
Brayton is starting to.
In this,
let's go.
Overall classification.
So funny, Brayton, you know, retires from Supercross last season, and you see him back out there. I mean, it's in your blood, man. Those guys are able to compete. I believe they will compete. It's in your blood. There's something about riding a dirt bike that
you know, I made mention last night about the blue gear
that
so I brought that
really kicks it out.
Said, yeah, it was absolutely crazy. He had ripped his gear in the crash, and that's why he changed.
Yeah.
So that was it. That was it for my theory.
I saw him actually sign the shirt, give the shirt away to somebody. You know, ripped arm was almost hanging off of it. You know.
Yep.
Here he goes down the inside of Musquin. He's got the inside line in the turn just as he needs it as well. And Musquin almost gave it to him there. Almost stood up in the pegs.
Brayton passing Marvin.
Yeah,
okay.
Absolutely. I think Marvin knows who the better guy in the whoops is, right? If JB can get Cooper Webb, that'll be pretty impressive here. We got 4 minutes to go. And right now,
Brayton's looking really good.
Best lap, 43.7 last time around. Puts him 2nd fastest right now. And we'll see what he does this lap here. And right now, Tomac looks like he's
Tomac's catching up to Roxon a little bit. 3 minutes.
So
if he
1 second back.
Only a second back with his fastest lap of the race as well. 43.2, 6:10. Well, more than that actually.
Yeah. Yeah, Eli's fastest quit lap there was 43.2. Brayton didn't set his fastest lap there, 43.7 for that time around, but Cooper 44.1. So 4:10.
I'm right. Cooper's always had a little bit of a struggle with whoops. Like, not that he's not great at whoops. He's just not as good as other people are.
If JB keep pushing.
3:20 plus a lap. The top 2 throughout the whole weekend. Roxon and Tomac, in whatever order you want to put them, are dominating this race once again. If you put the flag out now, and this is the final race, let's say. Then, of course, Roczen would be crowned King of Paris for the first time. Eli Tomac is going for his second title, though.
I think if you're Cooper Webb right now and you're this much improvement on day 2, you got to be pretty happy with everything that's been going on. I don't think last night they were even close to being on the pace of the leaders. And the number 2, the 2-time SUPERCROSS champion, he's hanging in there as we look at Cedric SUPERCROSS, who had a big one today in practice. Huge. I'm glad he's out there, and he's glad he's okay.
Yeah, and he's recovering well for 6th position at the moment, so pretty much probably where we expected him to be with the 5 guys
ahead of that bike.
Tomac, Webb, Brayton, Musquin.
During the freestyle, they actually had an electric bike out there doing freestyle.
Time ticking away, 2.5 to go.
Roczen coming up to lap Alex Ray here, who's just trying to complete all the laps. That's all we want him to do.
Alex Ray isn't having a great time.
For Tomac and Roczen. Good for A-Ray.
Yeah, gap going out to 1.8 seconds, 1.6 seconds again. So a good response this from Roczen, even though, yeah, it was 43.5, 44.3.
Okay.
Doing exactly what he needs to do and gaining in confidence. And actually, I spoke to him this morning. He said he was a little bit sick, actually. He was already getting sick. We got Ryder down in the finish line area. Big wave yellow, so I'm not sure who's gone down there off the side of the track, crawling his way just out of our window.
I believe that is Ramet. It looks like it may be Ramet. Thomas Ramet, the French rider, is down.
The visor is all kind of broken, and he's holding maybe not one, but both wrists and arms there as well. But obviously, you can't roll the finish line. You just got to be. It's one of those, isn't it? You try to, but see how steep it is. You can't just drop off the end of it, so you've just got to drop onto the top. Yeah, bike parked there, so I'm not sure exactly what happened there, but didn't end well for Ramet.
And Brayton was a little quicker again that lap on the number 2, so we'll try to eyeball this gap a little bit. Oh yeah, 1 minute, 10 seconds to go. Justin's going to need some help to make this pass, but he's definitely reeled in Cooper Webb right now, and that's pretty impressive considering it was a late race charge like that.
Talking to late race charges, Tomac all over the back of Roczen once again. It was 1.018 seconds at the end of the previous lap. We're about to hit the line at lap 9. Oh, and he loses the front, gets on the gas. That's a little bit too much. Loses that advantage. It's 1.08. Just as he was reeling him in. How much is the sickness going to play into this? Well, so far, not a lot. He's still able to skim across those whoops. And I was talking to the Yamaha manager today as well, and he said, actually, Eli not a fan of soft whoops, and the ground dries out. That should favour him, and they're a little bit smaller as well. Should favour him, but then Kenny has been solid. Yeah,
I was talking to John Tomac earlier, and I said, is Eli saying the track is dried out much? He said no, he hasn't said anything. Boy, Brayton made the move on Webb, couldn't make it stick, and then Cooper clanks that next rhythm, and we got a race for 3rd, and we got a race for 1st going on here.
And look at this, 9 seconds on the clock as they hit the line, so it's going to be 2 laps from now. Are they going to be 2 big laps for Tomac?
I don't know, Tomac might actually be able to reel Roczen in right here. Roczen's making little mistakes.
Top of the championship, the Paris Championship standings.
Wouldn't it be cool, Paul, to ride whoops like that?
Good racing, though. Real close battles.
That'd be awesome.
I rode some in my sleep last night, and, yeah, they were a breeze, easy.
Webb came back to Brayton.
This has been a battle for a few laps now.
Nice, good combination through there. Brayton takes it.
Good battle between the two, though.
So that's
right here.
Part of the King of Bercy title. That would have put Brayton into the 3rd place spot. So that's a big change right there with 1 to go from here. Good ride for the number 10 Moto Concepts, or I should say Honda Genuine rider.
Honda Genuine here
this weekend, yeah.
Into the final lap. Nothing in it between these two.
Oh man.
Is there going to be a
if Tomac's going to do it, he's got to do it.
From Tomac through the whoops. Kenny Roczen, and you're going through that.
I don't think he's going to take it, though.
You know that you're the fastest rider through there, and you've got a guy breathing down your neck, half a wheel apart. It's almost a relief to
I don't believe he's going to be able to get in like a really good position to set up for the pass.
A couple of bike lengths.
Yeah, JB feels pretty confident in those things. Here we
go. Brayton
One
just
more turn to go for Ken Roczen.
Did his
Eli
job.
Tomac trying to make it happen.
Yeah, final turn over the
there it is.
Little dragon back, and Roczen
Kenny's on fire, guys. Tomac still caught up to him, but Kenny's on fire, guys.
Changes the course of the overall standing as well, because
really good. Brayton looked really good that run too.
Will drop to 2nd. All of a sudden, the pressure on Roczen now
Good race.
will lead this